to present Africa to the world today. It is best to share the works of the best African author, presenting a different view, a different vision of Africa than what is commonly seen, widely circulated on international media. Unfortunately, it is time to explore the most distinguished African author, if not the greatest of all time, Professor Chinua Achebe. We will continue after watching a very brief introduction video.
His first novel and magnum opus, Things Fall Apart, occupies a pivotal place in African literature and remains the most widely studied, translated, and read African novel. Along with Things Fall Apart, his No Longer at Ease and Arrow of God complete the so-called African trilogy. Later novels include A Man of the People and Anthills of the Savannah. He is often referred to as the father of African literature, although he vigorously rejected the characterization.
That is just a brief introduction of our great author, Professor Chinua Achebe, the best African author of all time. Thanks for watching any story you have about our great author today. Knowledge. The sharing of academic publications. African authors are known for their pure imagination, their compelling characters, all creators, poets, novelists. With their creativity, with their imagination, they give the world original books, creative stories, original visions, and fresh views of Africa, the new Africa we need to represent and present to the world. I would like to share some of my favorite quotes by our esteemed author, Professor Chinua Achebe. Let's follow the short one, please. Those are the quotes, one of the best quotes from our great professor Chinua Achebe. Here's some of my favorite one I would like to share with you tonight. He wrote, "Nobody can teach me who I am. You can describe parts of me, but who I am and what I need is something I have to find out myself." Another quote from our professor Chinua Achebe. "If you don't like my story, write your own." And this is one of the best ever. My weapon is literature. So our great professor Chinua Achebe, for him, literature is the best weapon. There's a lot to be proud of in Africa. African authors are presenting a brighter picture in this dark age we live in, not only in Africa, but throughout the world. Please let me know what you think. I would like to see you on video sharing with the world what you think is the most outstanding African masterpiece you have ever read. And let's remember this. By working together, we can show the world a different Africa that we are proud of. This is what we call the new frontier that you don't want to miss at all. You can be a world-class player. You can be a leading visionary. Think of smart comment to make yours will represent you forever. And please allow us to watch a couple of clips of our elite author, Professor Chinua Achebe, on international media, after your permission. This report features our brightest Chinua Achebe, born in Nigeria 1930, died 2013, from the Brown University archive. Let's see this short report, please.
Was it going to be good? Was it going to be successful? I didn't know. But something was pushing me, as it were. That was what I wanted to do, to produce a story about my people, which was unique to them. It's never been done before.
That's a great speech presented by our professor Chinua Achebe, one of the best African authors, if not the best of all. Thank you. Please tell me, what motivates you to tell your own story in unprecedented manner? What we do together, of course, can transform Africa, and why not the world, for a better place for all of us, when we do it flawlessly, when we do it peacefully, when we do it passionately with love and global respect. That's how we can make a difference, a great one that is badly needed nowadays. We need what we call the transformed Africa. After your permission, let me share with you this short video.
Chinua Achebe was more than just a colleague, faculty member, and teacher here at Brown University. He was a gift to the world, and his passing is truly a world historical event. He enabled us to reach the greatest heights of our humanity. His writing, his vision, and his presence was truly a gift to everyone here in Churchill House. Professor Achebe convened the Achebe Colloquium on Africa soon after his arrival. And over the course of 4 years, he assembled the greatest collection of artists, writers, intellectuals, and policymakers to deal with some of the challenges and opportunities facing the continent in our contemporary world. He was the only person that could convene such an august group each and every year here on the campus of Brown University. But he convened it not just to be a policy discussion group. More importantly, his vision was a vision of a totally transformed Africa and indeed a transformed world.
I'm a West African myself. I grew up reading, knowing about Professor Achebe. So when he came here, for me, it was really a sort of significant homecoming. We didn't expect Professor Achebe when he came here to be, in classrooms every day, but just the idea that he was here on this campus, the idea that the person we could describe as, almost like the father of contemporary African literature, being here at Brown, the symbolic importance of his being here, I think, has been appreciated by Brown students and the Brown community and people all over the place.
That was a report from Brown University depicting the father of the African literature, the great Professor Chinua Achebe. For a new order in Africa, for a new order in the world, based on justice rather than anything else. That's the new hope we have to think of. Until we meet again, this is Seyid from Afromedia Canada in Quebec, wishing you all the very, very best you wish for yourself. You can share your story by email, by WhatsApp, by Messenger, by the email of the radio, of our radio, Afromedia, or one of our social media channel. Thank you. All the best.